Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 7 of the Kolskor Marble Championship. We have finally returned for the second half of this tournament, starting us with event 9, Downhill Push. We saw this in the qualifiers, if you remember the rules from there. Marbles will roll down and try to hit that block to the end as quick as they can, rolling down that ramp. Try to get the end as quick as they can. Marbles that do better than the one that they are against will move on to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and then the final. Looking at the standings, Blue Bottle just 1 point ahead of Black Rose with Knight and Nebula behind. So we'll see how that shakes out after this event. We have the example run here with Core and Chivalry. Blocks have been switched over just to make it a bit easier for those non-athletes. But here we go with said athletes. First up, we do have Lapis and Lollipop. Down they come. Lapis out to a good lead. Lollipop has trouble and will not be able to make it up on Lapis. That blue marble doing very well in that top lane. Lollipop, meanwhile, didn't have the block straight. That's important to do. They hit the side, didn't have any speed. Lapis took a comfortable victory. Next up, it is Ruby and Discharge. Down they come. Discharge out to a better lead. Can Ruby maybe catch up? No, they can't. Discharge does manage to take that win, not incredibly comfortably. They got up to a good start over Ruby. Seemed to have some starting trouble and wasn't able to make it up on Discharge. And so Discharge does take the win, moving on to the quarterfinals. Third heat, Mantis and Andromeda. Down they come. Seem to be fairly even, but Mantis has trouble, and Andromeda takes that opportunity and runs away with the heat. Fairly close to start. Mantis even might have a bit of a lead, but then block unstraightened, and Andromeda took the win from Mantis' mistake. Heat 4, Knight, our host, and Raven. Down they come, Knight out. Good lead, and that just continues to stretch. We saw that marble do excellently in this event in the friendly, and they prove why they did that here. Raven, unable to get up to any speed, loses out to Knight, and the host takes an easy victory to move on. Heat 5, Derek and Nebula. Down they come, Nebula, good lead. Derek having a lot of trouble. That's not even going to be close. And Nebula takes a commanding victory there. Very nicely done there from that red marble. Got out to a good lead. Derek just having a lot of trouble there. Not good from them. 3.494 from Derek. That is the worst time we've seen so far. And Heat 6, we have Anchor and Mahi Mahi. Down they come. Looks to be pretty close. Anchor with a bit of a lead at the start. And I'm not sure if that held. Mahi Mahi did manage to make it back. Anchor with a good start. Mahi Mahi did catch up a bit. Did they manage to pass? No, they don't. Anchor holds on and moves on to the quarterfinals. Heat 7, Blue Bottle, current leader here, and Pixie. Down they come. Looks to be pretty close. Pixie had a pretty good start, but Blue Bottle gets a lot of speed down there right at the second half of that run. Despite Pixie's good start, they couldn't hold it, and Blue Bottle shot away from them to take the win in this heat. And we move on to the final heat, Black Rose and White Flame. Down they come, White Flame, excellent start, and they're going to keep pushing. Black Rose not even close to them. White Flame, a very, very comfortable victory here. Excellent showing there from that marble, who has had some difficulty in this tournament so far. They will move on nicely. Looking at the standings for the bottom half, it is Mahi Mahi who manages to take 9th place with that 2.429, followed by Pixie, Raven, Ruby, Mantis, Black Rose, Lollipop, and Derek, who we saw with that 3.494 second time down there in the last. Starting us off for the quarterfinals, it's Andromeda and Blue Bottle. Down they come. Blue Bottle out to a good lead, but Andromeda coming from behind overtakes Blue Bottle and snatches the win from them. Very nicely done for Andromeda. Blue Bottle didn't even seem to make many mistakes there. They had a good start, but Andromeda just picked up speed and overtook them. Nicely done from Andromeda there. Next up, it is Discharge and Knight. Down they come, and that's Knight once again. Very nicely done there to defeat Discharge here. Discharge, I don't even think did that badly, but Knight, it was a good start from them, and it just kept growing. Excellently done there from Knight to take the win there over Discharge. And quarterfinal 3, we have White Flame and Anchor. Down they come. White Flame gets out to a lead by the second half, and they do manage to hold it to the end. It was pretty close to start with. between these Season 1 rivals. But then by the second half, I got a bit of trouble there. White Flame got away, and that was it for that round. And in the last semi-final, it is Nebula and Lapis. Down they come, pretty close to start with, but Nebula gets away. They have a bit of trouble there at the end. Their block pushing forward, but they manage to hold it either way. And they will be taking the last spot in the semi-finals. You saw that there. They slowed down a bit, but they had built up enough of a lead and took the win over Lapis. 5th through 8th standings there. All these marbles getting much better times than the marbles below them from 9th to 16th. Lapis, Anchor, Blue Ball, and Discharge is that order. First semi-final here. Andromeda versus Knight. Down they come. Knight out to a good lead at the start. They have some trouble, but they hold it. A nice performance there from Knight. Even if they had some trouble, Andromeda just did not seem to be in it. Had a bad start. Block going diagonal. So even if Knight made that mistake there, Andromeda could not pass them, and Knight moves on to the final. Who will face them? Will it be Nebula or White Flame? Down they come. Nebula out to the lead. White Flame trying to catch up, but they have some trouble. And Nebula's lead stretches all the way to the end. Nicely done there from that marble. White Flame did seem to have some trouble there near the middle, which means they will be going to the bronze match while Nebula goes to the final. Here is that bronze match. Andromeda versus White Flame. Down they come. White Flame gets up to a massive lead. Andromeda has trouble, and that means White Flame takes the bronze medal in downhill push. Andromeda seeming to have the same trouble they had against Knight, while White Flame manages to take the lead and the bronze medal with it. But who will take gold? Will it be Nebula or Knight? Down they come. Knight out to the lead. Nebula coming out close to overtake, but it's not going to happen. And that means our host, Knight, takes their second gold medal of this tournament. Very nicely done there. Nebula almost got them at the end, but didn't have the time to overtake. And Knight takes a very well-deserved gold medal. Also having the best time in this event in their first heat with that 2.030 seconds. Nicely done from the host there. Nebula, well-deserved silver, and White Flame, the bronze. Knight has become the first marble in this season to win 2 gold medals, but Blue Bottle's lead still holds by a single point, 94 to 93. You know, we see Andromeda and White Flame jumping up 4 and 5 spots respectively with their good finishes here. And that will conclude us for Downhill Push. Next time I will see you will be event 10, Triathlon. So I will see you then.